Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a point of view drive of the new Škoda Octavia RS. Many thanks to Štasni car dealership for letting me have this car for a test, so go check them out. Their link will be in the description. So here it is, the new Škoda Octavia with very aggressive looking front, gloss black grille, matrix LED lights, then this fog LED lights as well. We have a DCC dynamic chassis control on this car. We also have a 19-inch optional wheels, and well, yeah, overall very nice car, and I'm very excited to drive one. You see at the back we have dynamic indicators and black badges, and then the exhausts are kind of real. So yeah, without further ado, it's time to jump inside, jump on board and show you how this car drives and you know how it looks from here. All right, so let's go. This is the petrol version of the Škoda Octavia RS, and that means we have a 2-liter TSI engine producing 245 horsepower. We also have 370 Newton meters of torque. And now you immediately notice the sound, the crazy sound. We're not, you know, driving fast, but you do get the sound, and that is because the sound is from the speakers. Personally, I'm a big fan of that. Tell me in the comments what do you think about it. So on this car we have a dynamic chassis control, as I already said, and that means we have adaptive dampers. So with this button, driving modes, I can change the modes. So for example, let's go to comfort mode, where you have the comfort dampers. This is a bumpy road, so this is, you know, the best setup for this kind of road. And then you can also go for the eco mode for, you know, the best fuel economy. However, if we go to sport mode, you immediately get the better throttle response. And as you can see, you do get the sound from the speakers. Personally, I'm a big fan of that. Now, the 7-speed DSG is very smooth as expected, and you can of course shift the gears on this with this flappy pedals. And you can also configure the settings yourself. For example, you don't want this sound, no problem, you can just configure that out in the individual mode and drive it like that. Or for example, you want the sound but you don't want the suspension to be stiff, then you can also configure that option. And speaking of the RS specific things on this car, one of the features is the digital cockpit, which is standard also on the regular Octavia. However, here you have the special RS screen. So you see it here, it's a sport screen and reminds me of the Audi RS models actually. So that's a big plus from me. And then you also have this Alcantara. I don't know if you can see it right now. It's really a lot of you know, brightness. The sun is shining, so I don't know how much you will be able to see, but you can check out my full in-depth review where I go through all the you know, things in front of us here. And also one thing that I need to mention is the steering wheel. The steering wheel is the 3-spoke one, so no more 2-spoke like on the regular Octavia. And yeah, well, that's, you know, this suits the car much better, I think, because the 2-spoke one, and I'm a fan of that one, it's a classy one, but this car is aggressive, this car is sporty and punchy, so this is much better. You also have the RS logo here. And from 0 to 100 it takes 6.7 seconds with the DSG. You can also have this car with the manual later on. This was nice. So with the manual it's 1 point of a second slower than this one. So Tell me in the comments which one would you get. I mean, this is very you know, good, the DSG, but also manual is very fun, so I'm not so sure which one would, you know, I choose. But I mean, if you drive this car daily, probably, you know, it would be better to go for the DSG. Later on we will also go on a highway, but of course we will drive within the speed limits. But as you can see here, we have a very bumpy road, so I will put it back to comfort, where you immediately notice, as I said, the steering is lighter and also the suspension is less stiff. So yeah, this is a better setting for this kind of road, but on a twisty road or on a highway I would definitely go for the sport mode. And of course you can have different screens in front of you. This is the classic one with the rev counter, and then you have this one with bunch of safety systems that are available for this car. And you can also have the full screen of navigation. But since we are in the RS, we will use the mode that other Škoda Octavias don't have. And for example, when you go to the manual mode, you see that we are in the manual. It's a small no thing there, but if you press the lever back towards you, then you go back to drive mode, the automatic mode. And now let's actually put it to normal mode. Let's put it to individual mode actually and configure the settings. So for example, we want everything on sport, but the drive will be, for example, normal. So now the DSG is shifting earlier, but you still get the sound. course, this car, as I said, has a bunch of safety systems. So for example, lane assist, let's look at this. So it's keeping us in lane to be safe and sound. Once again, you see, doing corrections very well. And I don't know if you can see it, but we actually have this display which shows us how much of a power we are using. So when I press the throttle, we are immediately using much more power than we were before.
And let's cover also some of the features that you will use in everyday life. So for example, with this shortcut you can deactivate the start stop function, and this is the shortcut for the driving modes. And then if you want to change the AC, which you will do often, unfortunately this shortcut here, and then you change you know, the blower and the temperature on this. So yeah, not the easiest way to change the AC, but other than that, car is so much fun to drive. It really, you know, gives me this special feeling that only sports cars you know, can do. And yeah, I would definitely enjoy this kind of car. So this would definitely be my choice with the new Škoda Octavia RS. So the petrol one with 245 horsepower. There's also gonna be a diesel one available, 200 horsepower, as well as a plug-in hybrid. So tell me in the comments, you know, which one would you get. Also, many thanks for watching, and many thanks to Stasny for letting me have this car for a test. You can check them out Their link will be in the description, and yeah, well, then you will be able to see also this car in real life if you visit their dealership, which is here right in front of us. So we are in Zagreb, and this is their dealership. We are returning the car right now. So yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Also, you can check out my in-depth review of this car. You can also check out my other videos, and that's it. See you on the next one. Bye bye.